We think of this as an incredible day. It has been a journey that has taken a lot of determination and dedication by volunteers. It's inflate and celebrate. We wanted to have this be something that was worthy of Gary Martin. He was on our committee before his death, and we wanted to honor him with this today. To us, this is truly unbelievable. The crowd here today proves that we are a sports community. We, like a good athlete, we're a winning community, and like every good athlete, we never give up. And through all the challenges and the ups and downs, our determination.
What I wanted to do was just start with a few words about Gary Martin. And I knew Gary for a short period of time, unfortunately, before he passed away. But Gary was a unique fellow, a rare breed of unquestionable ethics, total commitment to our project, and had unwavering support for us. Tremendous character. We miss Gary's representation tremendously as a board and as a community. But I'm just thrilled today to be able to dedicate, on behalf of the board, this arena to Gary and Gary's memory. Thank you, Darlene, very much for allowing us to do that. So people wonder why we got started in this project, and it does date back many years, back to 2002 when the association first was incorporated. But at that time, we were being told as a community that our children were being turned away from organized sports. Soccer, hockey, basketball, they were being turned away. Then we had the stories of parents that were driving countless hours to take their kids to sports facilities outside of the community. It clearly wasn't acceptable. We were told by the HRM that they didn't have sufficient monies to construct new additional facilities in our community. We heard those stories. We heard them over and over again. But in spite of these shortages, there was a growing demand in this community for recreational facilities. As part of our process, we had the pleasure of meeting with soccer, basketball, and hockey in this community. And one statistic that I always stuck with me, because we always talk about rinks and how critically important they are, and they are. But in soccer, the community in this area, Bedford, Sackville, Waverly Fall River, and Hammonds Plains, remember this statistic. In 1995, we had 1,500 kids playing soccer in that group, in that catchment area. Today, 10 years later, we have 3,500 kids, but no new facilities. We hear from Bedford Minor Hockey how they're using up 1,200 primetime ice time hours for the kids in this community, and they need 4,000, but no new facilities. To our group, a group of volunteers and a nonprofit organization, we found this unacceptable, and we took charge. The RLDA came along with a dream. We had a dream and a belief that our community deserved better. But we were faced with daunting obstacles. We were told by HRM officials we would never succeed without their assistance. We would never complete the Gary Martin Dome. We were told that we'd never pull together a group of volunteers who would be able to dedicate the time, energy, and skill to get this project completed. But they underestimated the strength of our board and the strength and character of the board members in getting this project completed. They said that we wouldn't get government funding to complete this project. But they underestimated the strength of Lynn Gocher and the government of this province in funding us over $2 million so we can move ahead with the Gary Martin Dome. Thank you, Lynn, on behalf of the community and the board, for your support and government support. They said we would never acquire 50 acres of land to build the Rocky Lake Commons in a central area like we have here today. They said you'll never get the money. You can never buy that land for $30,000 an acre, service land. But they underestimated the philanthropy of St. Paul's and people like Frank Kempster over here, who, when you look at the value of this land, fair market value, it's probably worth about $500,000 an acre, but sold it to our charitable organization for $30,000 an acre so we can move ahead with this project. Thank you, Frank Kempster. Thank you, St. Paul. They said we'd never be able to raise the money to service this property, bring in the roads, the water, and the sewer. But they underestimated private partners like Bank Developments and Basim Halif, who's here, who brought the services to this site so we could move forward with the project. Thank you, Basim. Thank you, Bank. They said we would never obtain a grade alteration permit or a building permit for this project. But they underestimated the strength of our board and Andy Lynch, who's here, who acted as our architect. And I'm happy to report that in the fall of 2008, this board received the grade alteration permit and the building permit so we can move ahead with this project. Thank you, Andy. They said we would never get the Gary Martin Dome inflated. Well, look outside. I think you know how that story goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 9 long years for myself and also Gary Hines. I think the first time we met Gary, I think was around the year 2000 in the fall. A group of dedicated, loyal volunteers on the board of the Rocky Lake Development Association who overcame many obstacles. A provincial government who recognized the need and supported us. Frank Kempster, who believed in us, and a little help from our friends in the private sector. All in all, mission impossible, guys. You all did it. Congratulations. On October the 25th, 2008, the first concrete was poured, and what a day that was. On December the 16th, the building permit was issued, a great Christmas present. On April the 1st, strangely enough, April Fool's Day, the dome the dome and the inflation unit arrived from Yeadon in Ontario. And ladies and gentlemen, on April the 4th, only 3 days later, the dome was inflated. And congratulations also to Gary and the whole team who worked so hard on that dome to get it done in such a short period of time. We learned a lot in those few days. The community owes a great debt of gratitude to the Rocky Lake Development Association Board.
Now, not only have I been lucky enough to experience a life filled with hockey, but I've also participated in many other sports such as baseball, basketball, soccer, and lacrosse. And if there's one thing I've learned over the course of these past 13 years playing these sports, it's that sport encourages hard work, teamwork, leadership, responsibility. This list goes on and on. But most importantly, it provides everybody with memories that last forever. And that's whether it's playing in front of the school crowd, or scoring the game-winning goal, or just getting up at 6 a.m. to go to the rink, like Steve mentioned earlier, taking his kids to the rink. It all has meaning, and it will never be forgotten. And so I've been fortunate enough to experience all of this, plus much more. And it has shaped me in ways that only can really be felt by someone who is truly involved in the affair of sports. Now, to me, 13 years is a long time playing hockey for a kid. And I've seen just about every rink in Nova Scotia, and I've played in some as far out as Ontario. So I'm aware of what effect a rink can have on its community and its members.
Hi, I'm Laura Keys. I'm 16 years old, and I'm a grade 10 student at Charles B. Allen High School. This year, I've been a member of the CPA girls hockey, soccer, and basketball teams, and I enjoy playing all of them very much. I have played many sports ever since I was 6 years old, and still continue to play and enjoy them today. I am very pleased to be here today and to take part in the opening of this new ice rink and future sports facilities. I'm sure it will benefit the community and also the students of Charles B. Allen High School. This will also give the future generation of children in our community the opportunity to participate in sports and maintain a healthy lifestyle. I really look forward to the future development of the multi-sports complex, including soccer and basketball facilities. I'd like to thank all the volunteers who worked hard to make this all possible and are now giving the community a better chance to continue with sports-related activities. Thank you.